video. Okay. So any questions? So first, if you can go to your project folder, you can find a README file. So you go to this README file, you can find a very interesting tool, Mongo Export. There's a sample there. You can find how to extract this information from the database. Then you extract this data into a CSV file. You can just copy paste this into the HTML file. I think that's the easiest step to just copy paste the information into a HTML file. I cannot figure out any other why. Oh, you mean, but then can you show me, can you copy paste your export command line onto the chat so I can help you to figure out? Oh, you don't need to load anything. You just copy paste this letter long name into the array. Array. What is that name? To the array to data table. So I think you go to, you click on this second link. Click on this second link, you will find a sample HTML file. Then you just copy paste this name, late long value into this part, so you can finish your visualization. Okay. So so the student who have questions about the Mongo export, can you copy paste your Mongo export command line there so I can find what's happening there? So maybe there's some typo there, like the project, like the database name, like the profile name. Make sure there's no typo there. Look, oh yeah, only location address. So from if you're doing use the location hotel. Hold on, let me find the first question. From README, I can export only location address, not. So I think for the location address. Oh, so you have to change that parameter name, not the location. You can change it to the, I think, I don't remember the parameters there, but you can see the geocode dot whatever. So you can find the exact information there. So you have to change the Mongo export command line. You have to modify the parameter in this Mongo export command line, not just copy paste this sample. So if you haven't submit, if you haven't submitted your Exceed username to us, so you can just submit it. You can email us your Exceed username, or if you don't know how to register the Exceed username, you can go to the Canvas file, project materials. So there's a Jetstream tutorial to help you to teach you how to register the Exceed account. After you finish register the Exceed account, you can email your username to us. Then we can add you into the allocation. Okay, so I will do. So if you, okay, I got your username. So I will do it after I finish the discussion, and it will take 1 or 2 days to process your application. And no confirmation email will send to you. You have to try to log in to the Jetstream to check your access.
So how many hours for you?
Who is talking? Sorry.
This is Madhavi, and I sent you my Exceed user.
Oh, you sent me. Okay, let me check. A Mongo export or something. Oh, Exceed account. Also, I see that. Okay, I see that. So I will do it. I will add your name into the allocation when I finish the discussion.
And how long?
It will take 1 or 2 days to process your allocation, and yeah.
It's 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2 days.
Oh, because I think there is a problem with getting Twitter data. I need 4 days to just get the data. And I know we are due next Monday, right? So
Yes.
I need 4 days to just get the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It'll be running short of time. I guess, sorry.
So I think for you, I mean, because you haven't get the allocation there, so you can start to read the description carefully. So if you understand what you have to do from the description, it will only cost about 15 minutes to do the project every day. So I think that's the easiest one, the straightforward.
Okay.
Okay. So hold on, let me answer other students' questions. There are a lot of questions there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let me figure out what's happening there. Okay, everyone slow down. Let me figure out what's happening on the chat. So yeah, Robert, I think you got it. You do the right thing there, but
yes, but when I run the comment, it says that there's no such file or directory. I don't know if I missed something somewhere.
No such file direction. Have you? Oh, I think you have already built your project there, but project I being query and updated data stage, configure commit property project A profile input. Then I think it should work. Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there's a typo about the query and update. I think it's the lower A query and updates. Oh, updated. There's your typo there. Query and update, not update.
Okay. I see. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead and fix it.
Okay. So we allowed to share link on Piazza about page we found that can help someone figure out how to query. Yes, you can share the link. I think that link. Okay, so actually you can, if everyone have a question about the Mongo export, you can go to the README file in the project folder. So there's a very details there can help you to export it. So also you can share your link on Piazza because it's a very useful link. So please don't share the answer. Don't share the exact command line there. Just share the link. That's fine. Oh, okay, got it. So someone exports 3 copies of data. So it means you have to delete your collection. You have to delete your profile collection. Then you have to restart step 2 to import the data into the profile collection again. Then do the step 3 4 times over 4 days. So that's the only way to solve this crashing. Yes, you cannot. So you cannot share any code on the Piazza or any result on the Piazza. So for this project A, I don't think there's any code there. Just I think the one important thing is the Mongo export command line. Please don't copy paste this MongoDB command, Mongo export command line on the Piazza, or don't show the result. After you run this project 4 times over 4 days, you will get a result about how many documents are updated. So please don't share that on the Piazza, because if you share this to Piazza, everyone can got it and just they don't need to do the project. They can copy paste it.
Okay, I just run it right now. I get the answer.
Okay. Yeah. So please wait about maybe 15 minutes to finish this running, and at the end you can just tell -f and log file to check the result for this round. Just
what is the command for that?
So it will take about 15 minutes to finish this running.
Okay.
Just wait there.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're done, please tell me. So when you're done, you can follow this command line to get your result. Hold on, let me copy paste it for you. Okay. So one question. Oh yeah, that's another way to do that. Delete just a record from the 10,001 to 30,000. So yeah. But you have to know how to write this method or this query. So, but what would require a little research on the correct commands? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Thomas, can you show me what code in this direction is not incorrect? But I can figure it out what's happening there.
If you run the geocode exist false, it'll only return 16 records, and that's not the answer because it doesn't pick up the nulls. You have
Okay,
to.
so actually the geocode exists the false means it's created for the project. Project use this query to find which documents haven't been updated. So you have to divide another query method to query how many documents haven't been updated.
Okay, I've actually already shared that code on Piazza, and I didn't know this was a rule. I do want to.
I think it's fine because seems like yeah. So yeah. So let me check the Piazza. What's happening there? Okay, copy paste you and post on the Piazza to the chat. So no, please don't do that. I will check the Piazza there. So let me stop sharing and find what's happening. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back to the share my screen. Hold on.
Feel free to delete my comment if you need to. So
Yeah. So please delete your comments because don't share any exact command to help students get the exact result. So students just copy paste your answer and they can finish the project. That's terrible. So please do that. Remove any exact command on the post. Chat. So any questions? Okay. So some of students have issues about JetStream. Like they cannot start their instance. Like they cannot access their instance. So the JetStream side sent me an email this afternoon, said that they cannot figure out what's happening there because they test the same issue which has a problem on their side, but they cannot figure out what's happening. Means I think that's the networking issue. So you can keep your instance running or just stop it. So I wait until the JetStream side figure out what's happening, and they can help you to they can help you to figure out to deal with the issue. So if someone still has question about JetStream, like cannot access the instance, you can email us and we can help you. So like we can teach you how to create another instance to start the project. So if there are any accident, like you almost finished the project, but at the last day of the due date, you cannot access the instance, so we can help you. We can give you more extra, 1 day, 1 or 2 days to help you to finish it. So
you, if I may, this is Beth.
Hi, Beth.
If there's, if people are running into issues with these VMs being unavailable, are there, and then we have to create a new VM, should we give people guidance on how to get key changes out of the VM so that they can then update the new VM when they get it? Are we at that point yet with the instability we're seeing, or I guess what are your thoughts given the behavior you've seen?
I think we haven't that since in our description. So
no, we haven't, but should we, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know what's happening on the JetStream side. It seems like they cannot find what's the issues there. So they encourage us to stop the instance and wait for them figure out what's happening. But if a student don't have enough time, they can start to launch a new instance, then repeat the step 1 to step 4 to do the project. That's the only way to finish this project on time. So that's the only way.
I mean, are we exacerbating the problem by just, having them create more VMs?
Yeah, they can create more VMs there.
Yeah, but are we exacerbating the Exceed team's problems by giving that guidance? I'm trying to get a sense of how of the severity of the problem. And is it an isolated incident? Is it something that, as people get busier and busier, we start to see more of? I'm just trying to get a sense for the size of the problem and how we have to react to that.
I have no idea about this problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'll poke around a little bit on the with the Exceed people, because this could be problematic.
Yeah. So Professor, do you want to make a short talk about this class? Hi, Professor.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want to make a short talk about this class? Give students a short guidance, like for this project or for this class.
Yeah, I guess I was going to. Let me see. I was going to talk a little bit. I think the unit on caching is due. And if people had any questions on that, I mean, it sounds like people are more thinking about the project than they are about this, about the caching assignment. But I did just want to talk to people about it to see if they had any issues.
I think I may have a question regarding the, I think you mentioned least recent use twice. Would it be like least frequently used, least frequently accessed, like somewhere?
So let me see and who is this talking?
This is Robert.
Robert. Hi, Robert.
Hi, perfectly.
Yeah. So okay. So caching. Caching. Are people generally familiar with caching?
No.
Not really. Okay. Okay. All right. So caching is a way of retaining information that's duplicate from what's at the main source. So whatever. Okay. Some of you are very familiar. Good. Okay. Very familiar with caching. Okay. And when you store it elsewhere, so you're sitting at your browser caches content.
Okay.
You're logging into the CNN site, or you're pulling up content in the CNN site. That CNN site that's information from that CNN site will be cached into your browser. So the notion of caching is a very familiar concept, and it just means that you're storing a small amount of information separate from the main source of the information.
Okay.
So when we've got that separate store, you've got issues with how you keep that consistent with the main store, but you also have issues of what do you put in there, and particularly because it's fixed in size, and then once it fills up, like your browser has a certain amount of memory on your disk that it uses to cache content, and when that fills up, how does it figure out what to throw out? And there's an algorithm in there that has to that basically makes a decision about what gets thrown out. So the cache replacement strategies, the least recently used, first in, first out, last in, first out, least frequently accessed, and largest file first, are all different strategies on how to figure out what to eject. So least recently used said the file that has the earliest last use date gets ejected. First in, first out means if it went in first, it's the first one to go out when you need to eject something. Last in, first out says the most recent one that got dropped into cache gets thrown out. Least frequently accessed means you go through and you look at all the files that are in your cache, and if something hasn't been accessed in the longest amount of time, that one gets thrown out. Or largest file first, eject the largest file. So and they're all slightly different. So to your question, I think this was Carlos, or was this Robert? This was
Robert.
Yeah, Carlos. Okay. So to your question specifically, Carlos, least recently used versus least frequently accessed is, nuanced in, least recently used is the oldest, and the oldest one in terms of its use state, and least frequently accessed is an access pattern over time. So I guess there's one of the slides, and I don't have my slide deck numbered, but there's one of the slides that gives a definition for each of these.
Okay. I think.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think. I don't know if there's a typo in the table that you gave. We have LRU, which is least recently used, and FIFO. First, I don't know what is FIFO, and then LIFO. And then after that, we have least recently used again. I don't know if you were trying to type least frequently used.
Oh, no.
Least frequently accessed. So,
and I went into that big, long, lengthy explanation, and all you're trying to do is point out a typo in the.
No, it's okay. I pushed the explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, LU looks like it's in there. Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not going to change it at this point, so I just duplicate your answer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, thank you for pointing that out.
No problem.
That's too bad. Okay. Any other questions that I might misinterpret?
Hey, hi, it's Govil. I have one question. So in a scenario where like we have two different files, for the algorithm FI first in first out, if we have two different files with the same timing, like they kind of got into the cache at the same time, then in those scenarios, how the cache identify which one to pick first, or so how does the algorithm identifies it?
Yeah, and usually the timing granularities are at such a fine level that there is no such thing as happened at the same time. So when you go down to microseconds or nanoseconds, you won't get duplicate timestamps. So that situation won't occur. I mean, that situation will occur if you're at a second resolution and you can write two files within a second. But if the time stamp that you assign is down to the nanosecond level, that won't happen. So
okay.
Yeah, okay, good. So is flushing DNS similar to emptying a cache? This is a question from Corey. DNS is, when you flush DNS, what are you flushing? I mean, DNS is a huge naming system. So you're flushing your local naming table, maybe?
Right, yeah. Let's say we're at work and we have remote desktops and there's a disruption in the connection.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to flush DNS, and I know the term. I don't know what it is or what it does. I just know all of a sudden things work again.
I mean, it probably is. It's probably maintaining local information and asking. It's like clearing the history on your browser. You're maintaining local information that helps resolve the IP addresses. That would be my guess. Let me see if I can find something. But yes, my sense is caches are everywhere. Yeah, clearing your DNS cache. Yeah, so there is a local cache there. It looks like it's on your desktop, as you said. Yeah, there's a DNS resolver cache, so it resolves your IP addresses. Yeah. Okay, so yes, it is the same thing. It is a cache that's but you're emptying it all at once, where your cache replacement strategies will pull one file out to allow one to go back in. So it's just a one-to-one replacement as opposed to a flushing, which is a complete emptying. So Mark, yeah, the type comment and the assignment. Oh, Lisa, ooh, You know what? Okay. What am I looking at? It looks like I might have a mismatch here. You know what I'll bet it is, Mark, I'll bet what it might be is the slides that the video and the slides that I gave are, where I had the error still there, the duplicate LRU still there, and the assignment is corrected. Yeah, so let me just take a quick look, but that might be what it is.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the assignment, like the last tab in the unit, role of caching in distributed systems assignment.
Okay, yeah, because the handout, the table that's in the handout does have the duplication. That's good to know, because we'll have to, yeah, I mean, we'll have to account for that. That's really good to know. So thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so Chris goes on. Your network configuration has changed. You logged into a corporate network by VPN. You might need to change how name lookups are being handled. That makes sense. And you do that by flushing your DNS cache. Yeah. I see the same as Mark in the courseware assignment. Yeah, so it's in my notes. I'll post a note. It's in my handout that has the incorrect table. But again, we'll be on the lookout for that as we, as we grade this assignment. Are there any other questions on caching? And I guess, the point that I think is important to make is caching occurs everywhere. Anytime you've got two computers that are involved in something, and you've got data on one that's the authoritative source, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to have issues with caching. And I'm bringing this up in the context of the distributed file system because it's explained there, but it occurs everywhere. So that makes it a fundamental concept for this kind of distributed computing. And what we're doing in these lessons as we build up to NoSQL stores, well, we've got NoSQL stores intermixed, is trying to identify what these key concepts are. Because again, they are, having that kind of working knowledge of these kinds of things, and knowing that they appear in your NoSQL stores like they appear in all these wide-scale distributed systems is useful knowledge. So that's why we're talking about caching. Any other thoughts, or maybe we can go back to any problems people are having with the project? Okay, it's yours again.
Okay. So everyone, please post your questions on the chat so I can start to working on that. So make sure you understand what. So there in our MongoDB database, we just use project A, this project A for our database name, and use profile to name the collection. So don't make any typo there, like use uppercase P, so it won't make sense for the MongoDB to recognize this parameter. So just use correct, parameter name there, like project A profile. So any questions about the project? So, or about the code there?
So it seems like we might be done. I'm not seeing questions.
So yeah, okay.
Okay, so when is this project due? Pretty soon.
Next Tuesday, I think. 7 days left. 1 week left.
It's a week, yeah, a week from today. Okay, so give me a sense on the chat of your percent completion. So how many people are 100%? Okay, 100% done. Good. 75. Carrie, thank you. Carlos, 95. Good. 95. I'm dead. Jason. Okay, 50%.
I'm sorry, but can you hear me okay?
Is this Jason?
Yeah, this is Jason. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Are
So-
you dead on this Zoom session, or are you like dead in the project?
So I do have procrastination disease, and I'll admit that. I've also had a life interruption. My wife is experiencing a bout of breast cancer that we didn't expect this semester. But what happened is that when they asked me for my username, I signed up incorrectly, and I gave them my username as my email address, and that's not what my username is. My username is more like an 8-letter character. So I can't come up with his name off the top of my head. He signed me up last night, and it takes a couple days to process. So I'll have my Exceed count theoretically Tuesday, I guess. I definitely don't have it right now. I guess there's no email going to come out. I think someone else on this conference call was in the same situation where they need to get signed up for it. And then it takes 4 days to pull the data down. But I was wondering if there's a way, is there any way to speed that up? I mean, is it always going to be limited to 2,500 records per day?
So no, if you're going to do the whole set, no, you can't speed it up because it's a Google limitation. However, I think in exceptional cases, we can say just do 2,500, and let me. I've got your name here, and let me just talk with the AIs and see if we can make something like that work as an option under these exceptional circumstances.
Well, and I do still have some time, so I think I might still be able to make it. And if not, it may not be 2,500, it may be 5,000 or 7,500. But I'm definitely working on it, and I'm not like totally lost. I'm in really good shape as far as what I understand.
Okay, yeah, it is. If you're understanding things, that helps a lot because it's not a super complex project. But yes, there is a delay in getting the accounts approved, and there is this 4-day, processing. So yeah, it seems like something may have to give. So I guess just check with us, maybe Friday or something like that.
Okay.
And let's see where you're at.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? I mean, who wasn't quite as yet to start? Satya, what's going on? Satya said he's yet to start. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, yet to start. Or I don't even, Robert. What can we help you with here? We got a couple more minutes.
I'm on step, let's see, tax 3. I mean, I'm trying to walk my way through it, but I don't understand what I'm doing.
So do you have your VM up in?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have your data? Did you copy your data into your VM?
Yes. With the support of Mr. Yu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you stuck?
I am on tax 3. I just run the command, but I don't know. I mean, I think I have to wait probably.
So, hi, Robert. So
yes.
I got your message. It seems like you almost finished the first round and you got correct answer. So what you have to do for the next 3 days, you just run the query and the update command. Then you will finish the project in over 4 days. So it means everything is correct right now.
Okay, so I cannot run anything right now. I have to wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow you just need to run the query and update command. That's all.
Okay.
You're
All
in
right.
shape.
All right, that's good then.
Yeah. All right. Okay, and then we had, okay, so Brent, there's an issue with duplicates. What kind of duplicates?
Yeah, I accidentally inserted the documents 3 times somehow. I don't know how, but instead of 10,000, I have 30,000 in my collection. I have 3 of everything. So when I ran the query and update, I did it the 4 times, but somehow I need to get rid of those 2 extra copies of everything. Not sure how that happened, but it did.
Yeah. Do you have any insight on that?
So there are 2 ways to solve this issue. Like first one is just delete the duplicate values on your database. So you have to build a query method to delete these extra documents on your MongoDB. So you have to figure it out by yourself. I cannot teach you how to do that. That's a way for you to learn how to use MongoDB. And there's another.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm going to override on this.
I don't even know what I'm doing, so.
I think we can come up with a query that eliminates duplicates. I think you're being a little harsh, you. Okay, so.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that too, Dr. Poli.
All right. Okay, we'll talk about it in the ad group and see who can come up with a query that we can post for you.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay. I got that.
All right.
Let me write down.
All right.
So who posted this question? So can you send me an email? Send your question to our email list, then I can reply on that email.
Okay.
Well, I think there were a couple people that seem to appreciate that info.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so why don't you just post it to the class list? Let's you and I talk offline on that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to encourage posting it to Piazza so other people can benefit from it.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah, querying is, complex querying of MongoDB databases can be a little bit challenging. So hey, we got to run. We got the other half of the class. So.
Okay.
All right. Hey, bye everyone. Good to chat.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.